Patient.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Tavius. Hope you're being good, being safe, and all these good things. Thank you so much for 900 something subscribers on Bilibili. That's super cool. It's only been like 11 days and it's super dope. So you guys at Bilibili, thank you so much. YouTube subscribers, we passed 2,600, so that's pretty cool. Love all the way around, all across the table. I really appreciate all of the audience and lovers of the 9 and all the stuff that I talk about. I made a Patreon to where you can support me in you know, making these videos. Any little bit is awesome. I would love to do this full time, of course, but for now this is super cool. And so if you guys want to support, you can. The Patreon is available in the description. So but today, as we know, the SPHINX EP is upon us and is here. So I just kind of wanted to go across kind of the stuff that I'm expecting in terms of the songs and the potential music video for probably the title track that will be a part of from the EP coming up in a couple days. I just want to talk about the concepts and kind of things that I'm kind of wanting to see as well. One thing that I kind of noticed immediately from kind of the shots that we've seen of the girls, the photography, is that they definitely all have such a cool theme. I mean, of course they kind of came into the whole group being very mature because they're older as compared to other girl groups in general, not just C-pop but in general, and all of them, you know, over 23 years old. The mature feeling was already going to be there, right? But the pictures that I've seen of them as of late, they all have a really cool vibe, and I know they're all rubbing off on each other in terms of personality, because when you hang out with people a lot, you get to like pick up on their, you know, their vibes and their mature vibes in this case. So like Lucian and then Lucaran, like they have really cool vibes, really girl crush vibes. So I think that the group kind of is going to start absorbing this kind of energy from each other, and all of them are very cool. Of course, I think Shaking as well is very cool. Anchi, and then also Sajachi has a cool vibe about them as well. When kind of going a little forward though, the 9 post from the Weibo, but it says black is a reflection of reality, mystery, and struggle, because the picture they posted have this like black and gray scale. So it kind of like probably will show the vibe that's going into the music video or the EP that they're going to be releasing very soon. They continue to say white is a projection of fearlessness, truth, and freedom. So kind of you know, giving a yin and yang type feel from black to white. But the key word that I kind of see here is minimalist fashion, and I think that's very important because there's so many girls, of course they can all rock any kind of concepts, but I think to be subtle and to the point and powerful is kind of the key elements that's going to make this like EP and eventual music video very successful and very attractive to watch. But then it continues to say injects modern blood into the impression of rebellion. So that kind of gives it like an edge feel, like a little darker feel. That keyword rebellion kind of corresponding with the vibe and potential concept that will be going in. But looking at this picture again, I mean, the girls they all look super cool. Yu Yan's hat is ridiculous, but we love to see it. Lucaran's face here on right, her look is really good. And of course, Lucian looks very powerful in middle there. Sajachi, all the girls look super cool. Xiaotong has the braids, you know. They're all rocking some sort of darker, cooler girl crush aesthetic. We're really going to kill the songs. But speaking of songs, I think that is obviously really important because of course we love the stage and we love when they do endorsements and, you know, partnerships and stuff like that. But the songs on the EP coming up here on the 10th in a couple of days is very important to kind of project and kind of see. Something that I'm kind of wanting to see like out the gate is like I really want to see a strong bass, hear a strong bass and an 808. In a simple and strong beat, because if you make it simple, you could allow girls like X Queen to make, you know, very cool tempo, very cool rap on top of it, and then everyone else will kind of follow suit. But Lucian, Shaking, and Lucaran, I think they're cool concepts kind of going into that title track. If they follow those girls' leads in terms of cool factor, it will really blow everybody away that's watching. But Yushu Shin, I think we can really expect something special from her. I think she's also picking up on the cool vibes from the girls. Of course, she has more of the more girly feeling of the girl group, but I think her being around these girls with the 9, I think Yu Shin can very well surprise us. And then of course, talking about the song a little bit more, unleash Yu Yan. It is time for her to be released. She's like trapped in a cage in terms of being able to showcase her vocal ability, but now I think her doing this EP, this small album, if you allow Yuyan and her vocal to be unleashed, it will make the songs very, very good. Of course, a lot of people saying she is main vocal, and I think her vocal ability very, very strong, as we've seen from Youth With You. But things that I kind of want to see though, of course, Luishin is center, so she needs to set the stage. She needs to come out the gates. They need to allow her to come out and kind of just set the environment and vibe from the very beginning. This is the very first song. It will probably be the very first music video, so we want to see X Queen kind of lead the way. But I also believe Kongsha R can open tempo. If you think about that play performance, and she came out with the flames and the gates with dancing, talking about like a music video, and even potentially the song too, because even though that play performance wasn't a vocal performance, she still had her vocals in the background and it sounded very good. But something I kind of want to highlight though, Lukoron. She has a very distinguishable and deeper vocal. I think if you allow her to kind of showcase that in the song, it will kind of give a nice range, because you're gonna have soft voices like an Esther Yishushin, compared with a Lukoron will give it a wide dynamic range in terms of vocals. I think Lukoron in the bridge, which is kind of like between two chorus lines, I think if she were to have that sort of thing, it will give the song a lot of range. Of course, Anchi, very good singer as well. I would love to see her go from a soft to strong in kind of in a couple verses, like a soft vocal to a stronger vocal. I think Anchi will really highlight that. She did that very well if they allowed her to do that. But then Sajachi and Xiao Tong Xiao, think a rap talk vocal hybrid. What that means is when you're like kind of like talking but rapping at the same time on the beat, but allowing your voice to be in its natural state. I think especially Sajachi, I think if they allow her to kind of have this sort of song and feel, it will sound very sweet. I think about a lot of Seven Senses songs. She has a lot of times where just her voice being natural on the beat is very attractive. But more than anything, I just really want to see good line distribution. Again, there are 9 girls. That is going to make it very difficult to distribute lines, especially in a new song, but they can definitely do it. They've shown it a little bit, like in Hunt and in other performances in Youth With You, so they can very well do it. Of course, you got to give X Queen highlight, but I do believe it's not going to be too difficult to give the girls distribution, but they just have to be cognizant about it. Do not forget about any of the girls. Give them all equal lines. All their fans want to see their girls have cool lines. Whoever is composing the song, I hope they're thinking about that. The song's already made now, of course, but just hopefully that goes well. And then kind of like, that's kind of like title track stuff though, in terms of like a song to come out the gate. But talking about a little bit about range in terms of potential other songs on EP, I pray and I hope, it probably won't happen. It probably won't happen, but I would love like a rap cypher showcase. I am praying for it, because again, the girls more strong in rap than they are in vocal. I think if they were to have something where they could just go crazy in the beat, you know, led by a Luishin and led by a Shaking, Lukoron, and just kind of like go crazy, and they kind of take turns just going in on the beat, just have fun on a song. I think that'd be really cool. I think that's the thing too. Like, I really want to hear them have fun on a track. You know what I mean? Like, they can be super, you know, business etiquette in terms of the title track and straight to business, but I would love to hear a song where they're just going in and they're going crazy, like they're just rapping and having fun. I would love to see that. Also, I would love to also see a soft R&B type song. That would be so cool. And the concept that they're presenting in this SPHINX concept with this darker stuff and kind of like cool girl crush type vibes, they can do all these things. It's not like it's going to be constricted and constrained in terms of song to song on the EP. They can have this sort of range if they want to. I would love a soft ballad song, because we love these girls. We would love to hear them get emotional on a track and sing their hearts out. That would be super cool. Again, this is just the EP. It is not the album, so that potentially could happen on the album. But if they're talking about 3 songs, title track, have fun on the track, and then soft song, I think that'd be super cool. But again, there is some sort of mission and some sort of like thing they're aiming to do on this EP, which will probably lead into the eventual album coming out. But talking a little bit about the title track music video though, had the title track music video led by a Luishin, a Shaking, and a Lukoron. I think they're the coolest people like ever, and if you allow them to kind of lead the way in terms of a cool concept, I think all the other girls will definitely fall into place very, very well. I want the stage and I want the music video to be very clean, expensive, but yet subtle. I want it to be all these things, but also not too crazy to where there's super crazy flashing lights and it's just boom, boom, boom in your face. the girls are the visuals. Okay, so the girls being in the music video is already super good. Just make things to complement it. Don't overdo it. Make it be subtle, and it's going to be a great music video 100%. But again, have X Queen set the stage. If you're going to talk about the first shot, it should be her. She is the center, and she did win #1. You know, let her be the person you see first. That would be super cool. Ride, Kongsha R, and Sajachi's visuals. They are super visuals. You can make them look so good. It's not that hard. Okay, it's not that hard to make them look super good. Kongsha R and Sajachi, super visuals, super stunning in their natural form. You put them a little effects and a little subtlety on them to make them glow brighter, but ride their visuals. Make sure they're shown very well. But of course, talking about visuals, they're all visuals, and visual range is key. Okay, you have so many girls that look so good, but they're so different from each other, and it kind of goes in a circle. Okay, you have Luke Cardon at the one end, and then you have Alishin at the other end, and all the cool things in between, but it comes in a circle. Okay, so you have all these cool things that make up the complete group. Make sure you're utilizing all these things, including Esther's, Yushushin's, you know, girlyish vibes, you know, include those as well. You have Anchi, who can be very, you know, sexy when she wants to be, and all these things too. Ride these things. Use what you have. Okay, but that's like pretty much the key to the music video. In terms of choreo, I would love to see it go from a slower, you know, type movement, slow, and then go crazy, boom boom. Like, I would love to see that. Of course, in uniform, in terms of each other, they're going to be in sync with each other, not worried about it. They're all super great dancers. It's just a matter of making sure the choreo is not too crazy, but it can be, when it explodes into the chorus, it can be super cool as well. I mean, there's so many things you can do right. Just don't make it wrong. You know what I mean? It's like I'm talking to the people making a music video. You have so many good girls here in this music, in this girl group. Utilize it and be confident when doing it. I just really excited to see the girls in general. That's kind of what I'm expecting from this girl group. Again, I think they've all kind of grown this super cool, mature vibe from each other. I think they, you know, they vibe well together. They have cute interactions, but I think this music video will showcase the hidden power that they've been holding in this entire time. Looking forward to seeing it. But that's your video. Hope you guys are excited as much as I am. It's been your boy Dontavius. Be good, be safe. Anticipate SPHINX EP and have fun when you hear it. Stream it. Love to see it. But I'll see you soon. Be good, be safe. Bye.